Welcome back to ADHD Whiskey. My name is Matt. Today is 1 Ounce Wednesday. Sorta. It's kind of like a mix between 1 Ounce Wednesday and what's in the box. Back when I was training for World's Top Whiskey Taster, my wife would pour me something out of a bottle and then hide the bottle in a box. But this time around, she took a sample from the 1 Ounce Wednesday box, poured it in the glass, and then hid the sample bottle inside of a box. So today it's my job to swirl it, nose it, taste it, review it, score it, and tell you if it rocks or not. And then after all that, we'll reveal the pour. So if you're ready for 1 Ounce Wednesday / what's in the box, wait thou further no more. Little bit of an SJ, little bit of a coating action. Look at the color on that. Looks nice. Let's go in for a nose, shall we? Whoa. What the hell? What the heck is that? It's like butterscotch syrup. Got a little bit of a funk to it. Kind of like an oak butterscotch funk. Almost has a bit of a dusty note to it, seemingly. Doesn't stand out as like something super old, like from the 90s or anything like that. But it does have this old smell to it, where it smells like it's a whiskey from maybe not yesteryear, but a time slightly more modern than yesteryear. I don't know what you would call that, and I spent way too much time thinking about it, and I couldn't come up with anything. Guess who's not even witty anymore? Son of a bitch! Some major toffee notes on here. There's like a butterfingery crispness to it. Not like nuts, but like butterfingery, like sugared peanut butter artificial crunchy flavoring. Nice. Based off of the nose, I'm not quite sure what distillery this could even be from. I do believe it's a bourbon, but its origin story, where it was distilled at, no idea. It does have this weird chocolatey funkiness on the back end that I can't quite put my finger on. I'm using all of my sensory tricks to try to like really grasp what I'm smelling here, but for some reason, it's right in front of me, but I can't grab it. Like you're swimming in a lake and the wind takes your raft away from you, your flotation device, your floaty, your dragon-shaped floaty, and you're swimming towards it, trying to grab it, but the wind is pushing the dragon floaty slightly faster than you're swimming, and you just can't quite grasp it, and then all of a sudden you find yourself in the middle of the lake and the Coast Guard has to rescue you. 1 Ounce Wednesday. Cheers. Wow. That is significantly high proof. And wow. First sip of whiskey for the day. And it is a doozy. It's like blunt force trauma to your tongue, like Donkey Kong threw a bourbon barrel in your face. Old, high proof, slightly nutty. This reminds me of a really, really good Elijah Craig barrel proof, like C920 or earlier, possibly even a pirate bottle of Elijah Craig, if there's one of those in the 1 Ounce Wednesday box, can't remember. Second sip. Yep. This is so Rickhouse flavored. Tastes like when you walk into a Rickhouse and you smell that aroma of delicious bourbon just evaporating out of the barrels, just sneaking past all the wood cracks. If you could put that smell on your tongue, that's what it tastes like. It tastes like old wood and like really burnt, like crisped fruit. Like you got home from the bar late at night and decided to cook a Jack's frozen pizza in the oven and forgot about it, and then you remembered about it when the fire department was knocking on your door. It's like that, if instead of a Jack's frozen pizza, it was like a stewed fruit concoction that you cooked down into this chiseled, charred, like fruit powder of burn. Tons of barrel char, tons of oak. There is a trace of nuttiness here, but it's like the nuttiness that you get when things start to get old. Like when Heaven Hill stuff surpasses the 12-year mark, it is super good. This could be one of those distillery released Heaven Hill things. I've never owned one, so I forget what they were. There's like a 17 year and a 19 year and like, I don't know. To me, that's what this tastes like, is like maybe a 16 to 18 year old Heaven Hill product. But as time passes after you swallow it, this like oak just starts to emanate. It almost feels like there's this oak flavor just like starting to rise out of your tongue, like it's evaporating an oak note from your friggin' tongue, which I don't recall happening on any other bourbon ever. It's like so strange. Going into this final sip, I would say that this is either some old Elijah Craig barrel proof. I'd put this baby around 130 proof, which falls into that Elijah Craig barrel proof range, especially the older ones like the Pirate Bottle Buggers, possibly one of the Heaven Hill distillery releases, but I can't recall which ones I liked the most or even which ones I disliked. But it has that old Heaven Hill profile that I'm thinking would sell at the distillery for hundreds and hundreds of dollars, and to idiots on the internet for hundreds and hundreds of dollars more. I will try to process what I'm tasting to the best of my abilities. I'm gonna award it a score, then we'll reveal the pour. Anyway, final sip of this beautiful bourbon. It is sweet, and then builds, like a, brown sugars, vanillas working their way back into the barrel char, and the oak tannin lingers. But I'm still getting vanilla on the mid palate. This is delicious. This reminds me of the days when I would get a new batch of Elijah Craig barrel proof and just be like, oh, that's so good. Oh. Call up my friends. Hey, what's up? Guess who got the new Elijah Craig barrel proof? I did. If you are trying to make a call, please hang up and try again. I would say that today, on 1 Ounce Wednesday, whatever was in that glass receives a score of something that pleases my ass. 8.85? It's phenomenal. Today, on 1 Ounce Wednesday, we were drinking it's a Cameron sample. Watch Hill 20 year, 124.1 proof. I forgot that Cameron sent me an extra ounce of this. This is 20-year-old Heaven Hill. Do I love it as much as Cameron? Probably not, because he spent thousands of dollars to get bottles for them. But I do love it. That's gonna do it for 1 Ounce Wednesday. That's gonna do it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Hit the thumbs up if you haven't yet. Subscribe if you're not. Leave a comment down below. What is your favorite Heaven Hill product of all time? My name is Matt. This is ADHD Whiskey. Like I always say, keep your head in the clouds but your mind. I'm going back to being a regular old dad. We just had Father's Day, and on that one day of the year, you feel great. You're made to feel like a king for that day. But now that Father's Day is over, it's just a regular old day. Happy Wednesday, dads. Back to being a snack bitch.